Have you or a loved one tested positive for COVID-19 during the past 5 days? Those 18 and over may be eligible to take part in a clinical trial for a possible COVID-19 treatment. There's a clinical trial located nearby, and participation is voluntary. You may stop at any time. Participants will receive study-related care at no cost. To learn more, call 1-855-221-3671.
Thanks, Grimmer. Well, Coach, I want to start talking about the defense. There's a lot to discuss, but first shutout in a really long time. I think when you factor in Pac-12 opponent on the road, you go back to 1948. What did you see from that side of the ball today?
Well, just preparation. You know, we talked about we had to play a complete game on that side of the ball. We've gone through a rotation of a lot of different players playing. Early in the season, you never know really what you have. But I've loved our game plan on defense this week. I thought we could, if we controlled 10, kept them in the pocket, we can get to them. We did a great job covering down the field. I thought just it was a really hard week of practice. I mean, you got a chance to see it. Grimmy got a chance to see it. It was very hostile in our indoor, very hot, creating the altitude, doing all types of things, creating a ton of pressure, organized chaos, and we came out here and executed. Couldn't be more proud and happier of the defensive staff and what they accomplished. It's very difficult to do, and this is a lot harder than what people give it credit for, I'm sure.
It seemed like you were able to finish plays this week. We talked a lot the last week about how you're there. How do you finish the plays? Today they finished. What do you think the difference was?
On offense or defense?
Defense.
Yeah, I think that it was just the third down stuff. We were in third and longs, not third and shorts. You know, and we would get a negative play in a good way, right? We'd get a tackle for a loss, a sack. We rallied to the football. I thought we tackled better than we ever have in the last few years. I mean, this was a really good tackling defensive performance. Just really proud of them.
On the offensive side, it seemed like a vintage Gopher football game, and that running the ball all over the place, using a bunch of backs, throwing when you need to. Obviously, having 7 back, I'm sure, helped that. But on that side, what'd you see?
Well, whether you like it or don't like it, it's us, you know, and that you can't say that we're something different every week. We're going to take what the defense gives us. We believe in our people. You know, we moved the ball really well, you know, and then when it came down to, you know, getting points, we needed to get more touchdowns, you know, and missed a lot of field goals, which we'll handle. But I'm really proud of the response that Matthew Trickett had at the end. But again, you know, we needed to find a way to play a complete game. And I told our players, I said, listen, offense, defense, special teams, kind of like getting that 48-ounce T-bone steak with tomahawk with the big bone on it. And at the beginning, when you order it, you're really hungry. Then you have some appetizers, you know, and then you have some salad, right? Then you have some soup. By the time you get there, you only eat 3/4 of it. So there's so much more meat on the bone for us. But I'm just the resiliency of it. Team and the way they practiced this week and what they came back from last week. Just I'm really proud of them. Long way to go. A lot of room for improvement, but really proud of the effort today.
You're speaking my language with tomahawk. I got distracted there for a second.
You don't get looking like you do by eating a lot of it.
That's true. Not a 48-ouncer, maybe a 6. The crowd, the fans. We talked about that all week, that a lot of Gopher fans were going to make the road trip. It felt like, to me, a mini game basically all week at the airport yesterday and everything with that. The moment when you guys are coming off and it's just all maroon and gold, I mean, what will you remember from that?
I mean, a third of this stadium was maroon and gold. And I can't thank our fans enough. We have really good people on this football team. Really good young men. And we got even incredible fans. To have them all make this trip, this wasn't like driving 2 hours across state borders. This was getting in a plane, a few days out of your weekend, coming out here, and really a pivotal game. And it was unbelievable. I mean, it was louder with our fans than I actually felt it was with Colorado. And just really proud they made the trip. We have the best fans in the country. They're so fun, and they really care about our kids. That's what I love about it. They're fans, but at the end of the day, they care about our kids too, and they get a lot of the things we do.
Last thing, you talked all week about might see some different running backs. Bucky obviously got his first big opportunity. Kai came in late. What did you see from those two?
We have to continue to be running back by committee. You know, I mean, with Mo going down, he's the best back in the country. We have to be able to continue to develop the young backs. And part of tonight was developing those guys. And whether it was Trey doing what he does, I don't even know what he rushed for. What he rushed for?
I didn't get the stats yet.
Come on, JG. And then
what'd Trey have?
Trey had 121.
Anyway, 121.
But
Irving had 89.
Get Bucky in there. Not sure what Bucky.
89.
Kai in there. You get Kai in there, and you're starting to see we're really deep there. And we want to be able to develop that tonight. And, you know, we took what the defense gave us in the pass game. Our guys made some plays, which was good. Great to have Crab back out there. He didn't have to do it himself. He's got supporting cast. Daniel made nice catches. So Dalen made a nice grab. And, again, we're just going to have to just keep coming together as a team and find a way sooner or later to play a complete game.
Safe travels home, as always.
Appreciate it, brother. Both Sky Go Gophers.
PJ Fleck, Mike.
We're recruiting for a clinical trial for a possible treatment for COVID-19. If you're 18 or over and tested positive for COVID-19 during the past 5 days, you may be eligible to participate. Participants will receive study-related care at no cost. To learn more, visit merckcovidresearch.com. That's MERCK, covidresearch.com.